episode of Ruben Doesn't Know What He's Doing. It's nuts how much this part right here leans down. Pretty, but she'll work. The posts are in the ground. They are level to each other. Level to the world? I don't know.
That's basically what you have to work with? Well, it's currently 25 degrees. The sun hasn't quite come up yet. Inside their coop, they're at about 28, 29 degrees, so it's a little warmer in there. But I'm gonna go open up their pop door and bring them their morning treats of fermented feed and a little bit of pumpkin this morning to hopefully warm them up. We have had success the last few nights of them putting themselves into the coop on their own. There have been a couple nights where we had to coax them in again, but more and more they're getting trained to it. We were told it should only take 2 days, but we're going close to a week now. But anyways, it's good that they are going in now because it's definitely chilly out here. But time to take this and then also make sure that their water that is outside in the run is not frozen. They do have water in the coop. That should be okay. You guys ready to come out? Yeah, it's breakfast time. You guys are ready. You guys are ready. Here's your, it looks like slop. Go to town, girls. Go to town. Warm you guys up here. I know, you guys haven't had fresh pumpkin in a very long time.
Today's episode of Ruben Doesn't Know What He's Doing. We're putting in the generator.
All right, so that new to us generator is going to be going into a location where our gravel pad is not necessarily very level. So fortunately, we do have quite a bit of dirt that we got delivered a few weeks ago, and Ruben is going to use that tractor to move some of that dirt there first. Once we level that off, we can lay down the concrete slab that we need to be able to support the weight of the generator. So I don't know how long all this is gonna take, but here we go. Okay there?
But first I gotta get this situated, like cleaned up better, because that tractor doesn't have like the dexterity that we want. So the rest is gonna have to be done with shovel, and then I gotta get something to impact this better.
But while we have a tractor with a bucket, Ruben wants to move a little bit more earth while we still have a machine.
We need to fill in this whole area as well to be level. It's nuts how much this part right here leans down.
Okay, well, I just sort of leveled out this area. This is where we had the bonfire pit with the rocks, and this section was never level. We never did anything with it. This is not part of the project for this week, but we thought, well, we have the tractor, let's utilize it while we can and move a bit of earth, because we're not going to be able to get our hands on that backhoe for quite some time. Ruben does have an idea for the front section of what is now a level gravel pad, and as far as I know, we're going to be putting a garden bed there, another raised garden bed, but Ruben's plans change faster than our weather, so don't hold me to that. But in the future, if you see that, that's kind of what this is in preparation for. Now, we just displaced the earth that was in the front. It wasn't really packed down at all, so we were able to use the bucket on the tractor. And we made use of the time right now, so I was able to level this off while Ruben went to go rent a piece of equipment that we need for the project that we are working on. So we need to create that concrete pad to place the generator on, but before we do that, we need to pack down that earth that he just moved over there. It's kind of loose. So he went to go pick that up, and then he'll be back. I think this is good for now. So I thought we were gonna do a bonfire tonight, but since we have the rocks over there, I don't think we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we need the dolly. What's going on is we thought that this was going to be just a simple thing, and it's never simple. So we're not going to let this sit the way that it is. We're actually going to make this look as pretty as we can and finish this project as quickly as possible, because I don't want to look at it like this. I like my view, I like my fire pit, and we're going to make it work.
And apparently the future is now, because we're starting to build that garden bed, which will also serve as a retaining wall for what is now this level pad.
Yeah. She's a little tall. Posts are in the ground. They are level to each other. Level to the world, I don't know, but they're level. And now we're going to be building the back wall. Once we get the back wall built in, then we'll focus on the sides and then button up the front. And then we'll fill it in with dirt. And Tasha has garden bed number 2.
It's like garden bed number 7 at this point.
There you go, yeah.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. 6.
Well, it is the next day.
And look what I did.
He looks a little different. You lost some weight there in your head.
I was like super fast, you know, it's like. Whew.
So the days are definitely getting shorter here because even though it is early-ish, we lose sunlight very quickly here. So we're going to get started on finishing whatever it is we were doing yesterday.
Because we don't know what we're doing.
Okay, at this point, Ruben has this locked in and it is square, so it's not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna hit pause on this project that we didn't plan on even working on this weekend because we can do so now. What we have to do is we have to tamp that back area where the new generator to us is going to go because that tamp has to go back, and we have to get this tractor back also. So we're gonna switch gears and move over there.
Yes, the sun is falling. All right, so we are in a somewhat level pad. I made sure that this particular spot right here is actually level. The reason why I have this sand border is because I'm gonna be building this frame for the concrete pad. And what I like to do is to have a sand border so that it doesn't blow out and go outside of the square that I want. That's what I learned on the other pads that I did. And yeah, now that this is level, this is where the new to us generator is gonna live. This area right here still needs to be filled in with yards and yards and yards of dirt, but this area right here will be level. Damn, I'm good. And the side needs to go up just a little. All right, so the square is level. And what I'm doing is I'm just gonna be filling in the sides with sand so that everything basically is copacetic and no concrete seeps out from the sides. And then we're gonna put the mesh in, concrete, studs. Well, actually, no, not studs. This is gonna be straps. And then we get to hook up the generator and pray that it works. So now I gotta clean the tractor and then return it.
And while Ruben returned the tractor, I was actually able to get the fire pit built back up in time for a sunset bonfire. Well, it's early the next morning and I need to go take the Tamp back. So I've got about a 40-minute drive to go back to the rental place, but I need to get it to them before they open for the day. Thankfully, Ruben loaded it up yesterday.
It was meant to be. Hopefully this works. Because if it don't, it's gonna suck.
Not enough?
Not enough, not even close. So we're one bag short. So now I'm trying to screen this to where it's flat. One bag short, but I was able to create this wonderful contraption where I notched out the level for this. So what happened is this. I built my sand border so that I can level this frame out, but I didn't dig the frame into the ground like most sane people. I was lazy, so I was like, oh, let's just use sand. Well, when you do that, what happens? You actually raise the level of the frame. So when I quackamallated my concrete mixture, I was like, yeah, 4 bags for this particular size gives me plenty, just enough. But I didn't account for the extra 1.5 inches that I have raised this freaking frame because of the sand. So I'm an 1.5 inches short. Thankfully, I had really good friends that had an extra 2 bags, which took care of the large discrepancy that I have created for myself. And yeah, here we are.
Well, family, that wraps up the update for the week. We hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and long holiday weekend with your loved ones. We had some beautiful conditions this week and were able to capture a little bit to share with you here. We hope you enjoy it. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. and it'll be clear, and it'll be going on. So I think it's called a tamper. Tampen, he needs to tampen it down. Tamper.
So we're doing it live. Does not need that much of a pool. Oh, that would be smart. On.